Hey, it's Allison here. This video is going to be a little bit different than the normal videos that I do. I really want to give you a sneak peek into a day in my life as a lactation consultant and as a pumping coach, really for two reasons. First, I want you to get to know me a little bit better and feel more comfortable with who's helping specifically inside of our signature program, which is called Pumping for Working Moms. And two, to give you an idea of what to expect once you're inside the program, how it works to have a long-term coach, especially in the pumping world. Because I am a lactation consultant, but I function quite differently from most traditional lactation consultants for two reasons. One, because of the way that my business and program is structured. And two, because I really am a pumping expert and we're focused heavily on the pumping aspect of helping moms meet their breastfeeding goals. So let's give you a little behind the scenes look at me and into my day of helping pumping moms. I'm going to go ahead and skip over the part where I get the kids ready in the morning. It's a circus, but basically wake up, go full mom mode for my three little boys to get them to school, and then we'll jump into it. See you there. So one of the first things I do after I get the kids all ready and drop them off to school is I do something physical. And this is an important part of my day because I found that this is an easy part for me to forget because I really am more of an intellectual person. So I find a lot of joy in learning, in working, in serving. But I have three boys, so I have to be able to keep up with them. So I usually alternate between a long walk or doing some CrossFit or something. As a working mom, you know this, that multitasking is vital to how we function in life. So while I'm walking or exercising, I usually listen to one of my favorite podcasts. The one that I usually like to listen to is faith-based for me because we are active members of our church, and being spiritually strong is something that's really important to me. Not really because my faith or beliefs affect the work that I do or, the people I work with or anything, but I work with a lot of really vulnerable women, right? You just had a baby, you're going back to work, and your life is kind of a mess right now. We're dealing with a lot of stuff, so I really need to be strong, not necessarily physically, but spiritually and emotionally, so that I can show up to be my best self for you, because you are probably not showing up as your best self. That's the whole reason that we're working together, is that you're struggling in one way or another. So it's really important to me to put myself first for a little bit each day, physically and spiritually. And I usually bundle those together so that I can show up and help you through some difficult times. So I don't know if you saw the tank back there, but I'm also a military spouse. So this is an important part of my day. After this, I'm gonna go shower and get ready, and then I'll see you in my office. Okay, so after I get all cleaned up and ready for the day, I come into work. The very first thing that I usually do is check our group form and community inside of our private program to answer any questions. So it looks like there was a question from a mom today. She's going back to work. Her work is trying to figure out the best place to have a pumping room. So she's got some questions about that, what she can legally ask for and what they have to give her. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer her question. It's the first thing I do and the last thing I do before I go pick up the kids after school. Also, I live by an air base, so airplanes fly over and interrupt me all day long, especially while I'm filming. It's super great. So today is Tuesday, the day that I'm filming this. On Monday, yesterday, I worked on some YouTube video scripts. So today I'm gonna be filming them. So I do have my camera out, which isn't always out, but it is today since I will be filming. On Wednesdays, I get to have our group chat with our private members, and this is a really great place. We don't do one-on-one consults inside of our program, but this is the place where you can come and talk to me and my other team of experts. This Zoom call is one of the highlights of my week. Actually, most of the moms are utilizing the coaching support inside of our program in the community because it's just easier for them. And that's part of the reason why we've structured it this way, is because we're in there every day, twice a day, figuring this out and answering your questions and giving you real-time answers so that you don't have to wait for an appointment or make an appointment. But some people really do like talking to us face-to-face on Zoom, right? So you can get on every week and we get to talk with you there. So that's always a highlight of my week, right in the middle on Wednesdays. Thursday, I think I have a meeting with an owner of a breast pump company. I like to stay in touch with a few of them and just kind of hear what they have a new product they want to talk to me about, which is really exciting. I always like learning more about what's coming up and what they're thinking behind it. It helps us to give better recommendations and things like that. And then on Fridays typically are a flexible day for me. I tend to do my most pump testing and research on Fridays. And I have a whole closet back here of breast pumps. Actually, I'll show you. This is where we store all the breast pumps. There's a million of them back here. I think we have over 70 at this point. It's just crazy. I've got them all organized with their stuff and parts behind them. There's a whole shelf up top, which you can't even see right now, of pumps that are waiting to be tested that companies have sent me or whatever, and we just haven't gotten to testing them. So that's usually what I do on Fridays, is dive into that. I also really like creating resources for the members in my community. So actually, a really fun one was the other day, this mom in the community wanted to know how many ounces she needed to start saving so that she could stop pumping early. And this is a question that I get a lot, but for some reason I just had some extra time that day and I said, I'm gonna make a spreadsheet because I love spreadsheets. So I actually ended up making like a freezer stash calculator, and I called my engineer that helped me build the Ruby barometer, and I said, hey, can you help me with some math on a spreadsheet so that we can calculate how much this mom needs to save every day to meet her weaning goal, but still hit that 1 year birthday. So that was really cool. There's a lot of tools like that inside of our program, which I really love doing. I am kind of a spreadsheet nerd. So anytime I can compile data in a really like easy to understand way, I just have to, because I love it. We have some breast pump comparisons. You can compare settings if you have favorite settings on one pump and you want to find similar settings on another pump. Really easy spreadsheet inside of there to do that. We have milk tracking. We have like efficiency flow charts and like all this fun stuff, because it really is my goal. And this is why my business and my week can be structured as simply as it can, is because I've created a simple process for you to figure out how to be your own detective. I don't want to have to do one-on-one consults all day, every day, saying the same thing to everybody, because working moms specifically, you're all doing very similar things, and you all have your little unique pieces, which is why I love getting to interact with you and coach you long-term in this way. But a lot of it you can learn, and you can figure out how to pump fast and efficiently on your own. So I really love the way that we've structured this. And this is a very typical day for me as a pumping coach and working with moms like I do inside my program. I am going to take you on a quick tour of my office, because this is actually my full-time job, supporting working moms inside of our program, coaching them long-term. So I have really built this office to serve my needs and to make me feel happy and awesome. So we've got the booby barometer here that hangs out. This is one of my favorite little areas, because this is what I look at every day. These two pictures that say calm, confidence. And this really, for me, encapsulates not only who I am as a person, but what I'm hoping to share with working moms. Because my favorite thing to do is to balance the science and the practical of making this work, because we know what we need to do to have a good milk supply, right? Science, we got science, right? As a lactation consultant, I teach this often to moms, and we know how to have a good milk supply. We know what we got to do. But how can we fit that practically into your life, especially with those who have difficult careers or jobs to fit them into? Those are my favorite, because give me a little bit of a challenge. You'll recognize this is my logo, and two molecules, oxytocin and prolactin, very important for breastfeeding. And so I thought I'd throw them up on the wall, because as a nurse, I'm very science-minded. So that just kind of rang true to me when I was looking at some things. Also have some fun things here. Is anyone else a Friends fan? Because I thought that cup was beautiful. There's an old mother's room sign and just some other things that make me happy. But this is my full-time job. I work while the kids are at school. And every day at 3 p.m. an alarm goes off, meaning that I have 10 minutes to wrap up my day before I go and get the kids from school. Because I don't work when the kids are home. And I also don't work on Sundays, because that's just a boundary that I've set for myself. But any other time, I'm in there. And often before I go to bed, actually, when I'm just hanging out with my husband or doing whatever, I'll get in the community and see if there's any questions or anything that I can answer to help, because I have built a business that suits my personality and my lifestyle very well. Not only that, it supports the mothers that I work with incredibly well. I feel so blessed to have found my business coach that I hired 2 years ago, Sunny Lenarduzzi. Big shout out to you because you are amazing. And she has a business just like this, a peaceful and profitable business that makes a big impact and serves people in a big way. I love serving working moms, and I love the structure that we've built here at New Little Life to do that. Well, my 3 o'clock alarm just went off, so I gotta go pick up the kids. I just want you to know that I am a working mom in the thick of it with you. My little boys at the time I'm filming this are 9, 6, and 3. So although I'm no longer lactating, it has been a long moment of my life that has been a thing, and I'm still trying to balance working life and being a mother. I know there's so much that comes with this, and when you're adding breastfeeding on top of that, it can be really challenging. So that is exactly why we've built the Pumping for Working Moms coaching program. I want to be able to make this fast and efficient for you because that is what brings me a lot of joy. And what I find being a YouTuber in this space is I'm not a content creator. I'm not just out here making videos for likes and shares and subscribes, although you should definitely subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sure anyone who's made it this far into this video already knows me and has subscribed to the channel. But the funny thing is that a lot of the mothers that come in to work with us are a lot like me. And so if this resonates with you, if you want some help from me and my team, and you like the way that we're doing this, we'd love to talk with you. There's actually a link down below where you can learn more about joining our coaching program. I would love to interact with you in my community tomorrow, and I would love to see you on our next group coaching call and work with you long term. We don't have to worry about monthly subscriptions. You don't have to schedule appointments. You can get answers to your question the same day. Not only from me, I have a whole team working with me, and I just did a fun video recently highlighting them. And I hope that you have a little bit more confidence in knowing that we're going to be here for a very long time. So if you're a working mom who's career driven, who's looking to breastfeed by pumping fast and efficiently while you're at work, whether you're working at home, in the office, in surgery, as a lawyer, as a police officer, I don't care. If you want help and you want to make this as easy as possible, let me know. That is what we do. I'll put another video up top here for you to watch that I think you'll enjoy, and we'll see you around. Happy pumping.